and people are joining us, so welcome. This is the SC2CTL pre-show, and we are going to be showing a review here to start it out by our sponsor, Das Keyboard. They sent a keyboard to me long before we actually casted SC2CTL to do a review for them, so we have some fun connections there, but we're going to show that today as we give people about 10 minutes to join the stream before we jump on into games. Welcome.
Thanks for joining.
Can you let me know how the audio is on the video there, Galgation?
Hey everybody, this is Aaron, aka Wingnut, with Wingnut StarCraft, and today I have the pleasure of reviewing for you the Das Keyboard Professional Model S Quiet Mechanical Keyboard. This isn't going to be a full unboxing because I have taken this out and used it for about a week to get familiar with it, but I will open the box first and show you what came inside. This is the MX Red Switch Das Keyboard. It's a recent addition to their line. Of course, first of all, whoops, dropping stuff. The box looks nice, got a lot of information. Tells you that it's the quiet key. Red switches, nice picture of it. The back shows you some specifications. It gives you the other switch types and comparisons, the blue switch, the brown switch, and the red switch. Some specifications, gold-plated mechanical key switches, unmatched tactile feedback, has a 2-port USB hub built in. Extra long USB cable, I'll go into that more in a little bit, and N-key rollover with the included PS2 adapter, as well as some media controls. So it's a pretty well featured board. As we get into the box a little bit, it does come with a cleaning cloth. You'll see why in a minute when I show you the board, because it's got a nice, clean, shiny finish. It also comes enclosed in a nice padded cover. And of course, also, as I mentioned, it does come with a PS2 adapter for those ultra-sensitive gamers that require the most immediate feedback, a little informational pamphlet. And it comes well packaged in this box, nice, it's got a nice enclosure to keep it safe and secure. So overall, I was really happy with the boxing. Now, let's look at the keyboard itself. This is an overview of the board. You can see it does have a nice shiny finish. As you can see, it's a little dirty because I've been using it, but I did wipe it off with the enclosed cloth they gave. The keys are laser etched, so there won't be any wearing of the keys while you're using it. I don't know if you have had any of those other keyboards that had the printed keys that wear off after a while, but that will not happen with this one. It does have the 2-port USB port built in. USB 2.0, so you can attach any other peripherals, USB flash drives, card readers, etc. without running to the back of your computer. Also, it has a 6-foot cord. This is one of the gripe areas I had with it. I wouldn't say gripe would be a little bit overbearing, but I do like my peripherals to have braided keyboards. As you can see with the unbraided cord, it is a pretty thick cord as well. So it is very, very heavy duty. So it won't be separating down here or anything like some do. And but my one gripe, like I said, was that it's not braided, because then it kind of maintains the bends in it a little bit unless you go through and undo it specifically. It does have, set this down here, the split cord for the USB hub. My first thought when I took it out of the box, it would sure be nice, because I just saw this side first, which just has the USB logo. My first thought was it would be nice if they labeled which one was the keyboard and which was the hub, but turns out I just needed to turn them over. Keyboard and hub. Clearly defined, so you don't have to plug in both. You can plug in just the keyboard if you don't want to use the hub, but there's really no reason not to plug them both in if you have lots of ports. Overall build quality is very good. It's a beefy keyboard, nice heavy weight. Definitely can tell it's not going to be breaking on you or anything. It's a solid keyboard too. You can really just tell that it's kind of chintzy, but it's definitely a solid keyboard, which is good. The switch type, this is a MX Red, which is a quieter switch. I'll give you a demonstration here in a bit of the noise level. But if you're not familiar, the blue switch is the loudest. It definitely gives you a click and then a definite impression where you can tell where the key registers, hits the bottom, and then comes back. The brown switch is kind of middle of the road. It's the same thing. You can still tell definite click in the middle of the keystroke, and the red is not so much that, but it's also a lot quieter. I game in my basement here, and this is also our entertainment room, so my wife will watch TV or whatever while I'm playing games. And if I had a keyboard that would be as noisy as the blue or browns, I would probably be kicked out pretty fast. So it definitely works out well for that. My wife can deal with it in a way that doesn't drive her crazy while she's watching TV while I'm playing video games. So this is the red. The one thing about the red though, it's kind of a consistent pressure as you push the key down. It doesn't stop, or not that the blues or browns stop, but you can definitely feel where the keystroke is registered. And you don't really get that with this, which I do not discount. I think this is awesome. It definitely fits my purpose here. Now at another in my office or something, I may opt for probably a brown, because still the blue is a bit noisy for me. I talked about the keys. If you can interchange them. You can get it. It doesn't come with a key puller. It would be nice for what these go for if they did include some kind of even just basic key puller. That would be really cool, and maybe even a customized cool key of some kind, but you can get those very inexpensively. You can get custom keys if you want. The USB ports are in a nice spot. They're on this side right here, so you can easily access for your thumb drives and whatnot. The finish, like I said, it is the shiny finish, which it's very pretty. I like the finish, but it does pretty much instantly get dirty. But they did include the nice cloth, which is nice, but if you're not careful, it could scratch easily. So if you are really into it just looking as beautiful as it really does right out of the box, you just want to keep that cloth handy and keep it wiped off. But it is easy to clean. I've cleaned mine a couple times now. Alright, I just wanted to give you a little sample of how it sounds up close and typing so you can gauge your level of volume that you like. I'm just going to do a little bit of typing here for just a second to give you an idea. Now you can get a better idea of how the keys sound up close when you're doing some actual typing. As you can tell, it's a very nice sound for a mechanical keyboard. It's not going to be oppressing to anyone else if they're in close living space, like in my situation where it's in a home theater type of room where other people may be watching TV or reading or anything like that. So definitely awesome. This is my favorite so far. The other ones are just a little too noisy for my home, but I would definitely like them in an office type situation. Overall, if I was to rate it on a 10 scale, 1 being awful, 10 being awesome, definitely a 9, 9.5 solid. The only thing I knocked down on it is just that I would like a braided cord. Overall, like I said, the thing is very solid, very heavy, solid keyboard that's going to last a long, long time. The keys are nice, the etched keys, the USB hub. All in all, it's a great package, and I know you will like it, so I definitely recommend that you go out and buy one. If you like this review, like it, comment on it, ask any questions. If you have any questions at all, I'd be happy to answer them. Other ways you can contact me is on Twitter @WingNutSC, Facebook /WingNutSC. Also stream occasionally on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/WingNutSC. And that is all. I hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching.
Indeed, thanks for watching. This is the StarCraft 2 Community Team League, and this is the pre-show. We are sponsored by DOS Keyboard, so we just wanted to share with you today a review that we did, or I did, for a DOS Keyboard MX Red Professional Quiet keyboard a little bit back before we started doing SC2CTL, and it is a pretty sweet keyboard. So we just wanted to take a second to share that with you, but we're going to be jumping into games here in about 30 seconds. Welcome, and how are you doing tonight, Galligation?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, Mr. Wingnut. Thank you for joining me, or me joining you, or us joining each other, as always.
I'm glad we could join each other.
Fine evening, and thank you for all joining us. We got some great games tonight. We are casting the Clan War in the playoffs of Team Overdosed Gaming, and do I have that right? I do. I keep getting it confused. StarCraft Ascension Team B. So that is going to be our matchup tonight. Let me quickly just let you know who these players are that we're going to be featuring first. It is going to be a Terran versus Protoss, featuring Phil Nolite on Team OD and Camker on SCAB. Phil Nolite is an MLG alum, actually, and he lost in the third round to Select, so did pretty well and went up against a big name there. raise your dongers and all that. Camper is a Terran player who originally played for Team OGK, and he's originally a Zerg player for the A team, but he's switched to Terran and is now working his way back to GM, and that's why you find him on the B team right now. So those are the players that we'll be seeing in just a few short moments.
We will, and I think we're ready to got game 1 all set here, ready to jump in. This is the StarCraft 2 Community Team League. We are in round of 12 of the playoffs. These two teams we've seen great things from, and we expect to see great things tonight, so let's jump right on into game number 1.
Game number 1 right now.
In the left-hand side, we'll call it,